Welcome back to the Science of Peace. Today, I just wanted to throw this at you guys because I'm feeling inspired. I've been listening to Abraham Hicks all day and her positive rampages. You can look it up on YouTube if you're not familiar. I think it's a great tool. It's a great trick of the trade to actually get yourself into a more positive, more satisfying momentum when you're just not feeling it some days, because that's okay. Just don't stay there too long. So this is a little trick that you can use. And it's like a focus wheel that she's developed. And basically, it's for people who may have a hard time getting into a more positive or more satisfying momentum. For instance, maybe you're not at the stage in your life where you feel like you can use affirmations and actually believe them. Like, for instance, some of us might not be feeling it to a point where you can say, I am powerful, because maybe you don't feel that you are powerful. And believe it or not, when you look into the law of vibration, if you do not feel what you're saying, then they cancel each other out. For instance, you can't use an affirmation and say, I am powerful, but on the inside you feel weak. They cancel each other out. So it's because your vibration is offering this resistance, even though the affirmation is very positive. If you don't believe it, then you're not ready yet to say those things. So what you might want to try to do is use a focus wheel. And you want to start saying things that you actually do believe, that you actually do feel, so that you can match that vibration. And then eventually you begin to train yourself and train your brain so that you can get back to being the master of self. And then you actually will start to train your brain to actually believe those things, and you'll actually start to feel those things. But if you're not ready yet, I suggest you do some of these tricks. So think of something that you do believe. And it could be something as simple as, I love the information that I'm learning, and I love where my life is going. That might be something you do believe. And if you do believe that, then that can put you on to the focus wheel. Like, you remember when you was a child and there was the merry-go-round, or the Ferris wheel, I forget what it's called, but that little wheel that would spin so fast. And then if it was spinning really, really fast, you couldn't jump on it because it was just going too fast. Sometimes we can use affirmations that are like that. You might want to believe, I am wealthy, but you really don't feel. You feel poor. So that might be too fast for you to get onto that wheel, because it'll bring up too many other thoughts that actually take you on a negative momentum. So we want to get onto the thoughts that are going to put you on a more positive momentum. And when you start with that one thought, it's guaranteed that vibration, that feeling that you feel, you're going to attract another vibration that's similar to that, another thought that's similar to that thought. So if I think, I am grateful for this information that I'm learning, I love this new information that I'm learning, and I'm looking forward to applying it to my life. Now, that makes me feel satisfied. If that makes you feel satisfied, then what's the next thought that you have after that? And then that will get you on into the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to start to look every day. I want you to look for things that make you happy, things that make you feel satisfied every day. Because whatever you're looking for, you will find. If you're looking for good, you will find it. If you're looking for bad, you will find it. You know what I'm saying? Because that what you seek is seeking you. You know what I mean? These little laws, I mean, they make sense. So I wrote down a couple little things that you can say to yourself. Like, that was one, for example. So I'll give you an example of a positive rampage that you can start with. So I'm looking forward to learning more information. I'm looking forward to discovering who I really am. I love the information that I'm learning. I love how it applies to my life. I love sharing information that I'm learning. I love receiving new information from other people. I love opening myself up to a world that is magnificent. I love that I'm beginning to see how magnificent this world is. I love the vibration that I'm tuning into. I love the frequency that I am. I love the frequency that I'm becoming. I love this information so much that everywhere I go, I find new information similar to it, and I meet new people that have more information to share and to give. I love this vibration that I'm in. I love tuning into the frequency. You know what I'm saying? These things are satisfying. This is like a rampage. This is how you start. Get into the focus wheel. Everything is always working out for me. You know what I mean? If you don't believe everything is always working out for you, how about things are always working out for me? Maybe that's more satisfying to you. Then eventually you get to the point where you can say, everything is always working out for me. The universe is always working it out no matter what. And then you can say certain things like, when you feel in contrast, you know, I love that I'm able to recognize the contrast that I am. I love that I'm learning to see the difference of contrast. I love that I'm learning from the contrast that I'm experiencing. I love that I'm able to see from a broader perspective. I love that I'm able to tap into the divine within me and see the contrast and learn from this. I love knowing that pure and positive energy always has its gaze upon me. I like that one a lot. I love knowing that pure and positive energy always has its gaze upon me. I love knowing that even when I'm not feeling my best, even when I'm feeling depressed at times, I love knowing that Source is always looking out for me and that help is on the way. I feel the universal forces working with me. I love knowing that everything is working out for me. I love looking for reasons to feel good. And these are just little things that you can say to put yourself on to a more satisfying momentum. And even though we don't always feel our best, that's okay too. But just don't stay there too long, because there's so much going on in this world. If you're the type that chooses to wear your rose-colored or rose-tinted glasses, you know what I'm saying, then let that be you. And do you. Like, it's your world. It's your universe. You're the creator. You can choose a positive, more satisfying momentum, or you can choose another momentum. And it's really up to you. It's your perspective. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. And I'm going to leave it right there. I self-law and master. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe to the Science of Peace channel. The link will be in the bio.